Hello, my name is Glenn Hampton, the founder and president of the Nutrex program. I founded Nutrex out of a personal necessity in my own life. You see, having been an athlete my entire life, I was used to being in good physical condition. However, at 44, I woke up, I weighed 233 pounds, I had a sore back, I was continually fatigued, I was an absolute mess. In my quest to attain my goals, I found all programs lacking, both from a nutritional and exercise standpoint. 8 weeks later, after discovering this program, I went from 233 to 192, and I did that not only in 8 weeks, but by working out one time in that week. I knew then that I had something of great value to share with others. In order for us to attain those goals, we must first unlearn some things. Let's begin with diets. Diets do not work. I like to make this very simple. First of all, practically, why don't diets work? The first reason is we starve. We're continually hungry. We're always craving food. The second reason is we're continually fatigued. We're always tired. We always wish we could eat. We always wish we could have more energy. The third thing that happens is when we go off of our diet, we regain more weight than we lost. Practically, diets do not work. Scientifically, why don't diets work? First, when a person is on a 900-calorie diet, for every 3 pounds of body fat they lose, they also lose 1 pound of lean tissue or muscle. And folks, we can't afford to lose muscle. The second thing that happens is low-calorie diets can cause permanent damage to our bodies. The third issue is, and really a key is, on a low-calorie diet, your metabolism slows down. Diets don't work practically or scientifically. The second thing we need to unlearn, and I've found, is that exercise, as America knows it, does not work. It doesn't work practically and it doesn't work scientifically. Why doesn't exercise work? First, exercise typically is very expensive. Exercise equipment, whether it's a ski machine, a rider, some sort of weight machine, will run somewhere between $500 and $1,200. Also, exercise today takes a lot of time that Americans today do not have. The third thing is exercise can cause injury. Currently, I have aerobic instructors who work for me who have knee surgeries, hip surgeries, ankle surgeries because they've pounded on the hardwood for so many years. Scientifically, exercise does not work. Why not? Because aerobic exercise is what America loves today and is really peddled and marketed as a fat loss vehicle. It is not. Aerobics are cardiovascular. Do you need cardiovascular? Absolutely. But what the Nutrex system does is it reaches into the fat loss programs. That's what's important. Scientifically, what happens, Americans who are 20 pounds overweight typically pack about 200,000 calories of fat. And what is fat? Simply stored energy. Now, typically in aerobic exercise, a person will burn off about 250 calories for every half hour of aerobic exercise. Now, my question to you is, if we're going to get your body fat down to where it needs to be, and we want to take off 200,000 calories of fat at 250 calories per workout, how long is it going to take you? Nearly 1,000 days. That's why Americans get discouraged, and those riders sit in the garage, we sell them. They get very discouraged. The fourth thing that happens in aerobic exercise, once you stop that exercise, guess what happens to your metabolism again? It slows. Therein lies the key. Exercise does not work because it's not practical, nor is it scientific. In both cases, we need to speed up your metabolism. That's my goal, is to speed your metabolism. The key to the Nutrex program is to maximize your metabolism. We must change your metabolism. There are two ways to do that, according to Cliff Sheets, who has written Lean Bodies. The first way to speed your metabolism is through nutrition. That is proper dietary intake, not reduced restrictive caloric intake, but proper nutrition. The second way to increase your metabolism is by consistent exercise, and we'll talk about that. Before we continue, let's first discuss what metabolism is. Metabolism is simply the rate at which your body runs. You have two types of metabolism. One scientists call active metabolism, and one scientists call basal metabolism, that is, at rest. Now, the interesting thing is the amount of calories that are burnt in your activity on a daily basis only account for 25% of your daily caloric intake. In other words, at rest, your heart beating, your circulatory system working, your kidneys working, everything that goes on while you're sitting there or at rest burns 75% of our daily caloric intake. So the key to the program is, how do we get your basal rate? How do we burn calories while you're at rest? How can you lie there or be inactive and burn calories? Here's the key. The first thing we do, as discussed again in Cliff Sheets' book, Lean Bodies, is we eat more food. How's that for a nutrition program? We're actually going to eat more to burn calories and reduce body fat. The second way that we're going to speed your metabolism is we're going to eat metabolically activating food. Now, people say, uh-oh, here we're going to go out in the field and graze again. That's not the issue. You're going to eat better than you've ever eaten in your life. Your body knows your food as proteins, carbohydrates, and fat. We do not watch calories in the Nutrex program. What we do watch is fat intake. We try to limit, or encourage you to limit, 20 grams of fat for a female and 30 grams per day of fat for a male. Those are the only things we watch. People say, oh, I've got to eat all the grains and I've got to chew grass. Let me ask you, when's the last time you had a grilled halibut steak with asparagus tips, yams, rice, big glass of water, and a piece of whole wheat bread? It's delicious. You can't eat like that anywhere in the world. The third way the Nutrex program raises your metabolism is by eating 5 times a day, 3 major meals and 2 mini meals. That way, we're never hungry, our energy level is continually peaked, and our metabolism is ramped where we want it to be. We start you out at somewhere between 1,500 and 1,800 calories a day. What a nutrition program. We maximize your metabolism in the Nutrex program by doing what we call not exercise, but strength training. Folks, the most misunderstood concept in fitness today is this. People try to make exercise fun, and they try to make fun of exercise. It does not work. My concept and philosophy in the Nutrex program is work very hard by getting your body in physical shape and then go out and have recreation. When we strength train, what organ of the body are we dealing with? Obviously, muscle. Muscle is the most metabolically active organ in the body. When we gain 1 pound of muscle, just 1 pound of muscle in the Nutrex program, you will burn an extra 100 calories a day at rest. In other words, for every pound of muscle we gain, you can increase your caloric intake 100 calories per day. Therein lies the key. First, we catabolize your muscle. Now, what does catabolize your muscle mean? It means that when you lift and your muscle can no longer lift that resistance, it reaches what they call engorgement. Fluids and blood rush to your muscle, the muscle pushes against the nerve, and that's where you get that burning. At that point, you begin to break down your muscle. Catabolism is simply breaking down your muscle. The second thing we do is we anabolize the muscle, opposite of catabolizing the muscle, which is building up. Let me show you how the Nutrex program enables you to do that. Remember, muscular failure occurs when you can no longer lift despite your best efforts. So what we've done is we've designed some weights that we place on your person. I want to show you what we do and how we accomplish catabolism so quickly. We first place the weights around your waist. We go through 16 different exercise programs. Instead of, and you've seen people in the gym, herk and jerk the weights around where they can injure themselves or cause damage, we have designed a program that is patterned after Ken Hutchins' Super Slow, the Ultimate Exercise Protocol. Let me give you an idea how the program works. Begin by placing the weights around your waist. Now stand to your feet by first rolling onto your side, then rise up. Bend your knees as you pick up your hand weights. Let's begin with plie squats. Heels under your arms, toes at a 10 to 2 on a clock. Stomach in, back straight, hand weights on your thighs. Begin 5, 4, 3,
Abdominals are in.
2, 1. Hold and flex there. 10, 9,
All the way, all the way.
8,
Press it up, press it
7,
up. Squeeze the
6,
glutes. Abs are in.
5, 4,
Breathing.
3, 2, 1, and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3,
Abs are in.
4,
Good posture.
5,
Feeling good.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and flex. 10,
Chest is lifted.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. 1,
Here we go.
2,
Slower.
3, 4, 5,
I can do this.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 slow ones.
Here we go.
Down, up,
5,
down, up,
4.
down,
Nice technique.
up,
Keep it up.
down, up,
One more.
down, and up. How many of those do you think you can do? Not very many. We reach muscular failure or catabolism very, very quickly. That's exactly why this program can accomplish in one workout per week what normally would take 3 or 4 workouts in a gym typically. Now, what I want you to understand is we've broken the muscle down. We've resisted to the point of muscular failure. Now what we have to do is we have to build that muscle up. Herein lies the key. As that muscle builds up, where is it getting its energy? Where is it getting its storage? What have we done? We have sped the basal rate. Remember, the basal rate eats up 75% of your caloric intake. We've got your nutrition proper. Your muscles then are rebuilding, and now it's reaching into your fat stores. That's why we can show such a large amount of fat loss in such a short period of time. Once your muscle is catabolized and we begin to build it up, your basal rate goes orbit. The Nutrex program includes 1 set of 7.5 pound waist weights, 2 sets of 10 pound waist weights, 2 sets of hand weights, the rubber bands necessary, the instruction booklet, the Nutrex manual, the videotape to lead you each week, and the Lean Bodies book by Cliff Sheets. Now that we've gone over the basics of the Nutrex program, the real question is, are you ready to commit? Your system is just a phone call away. Dial 1-801-255-6770. And thank you for your time. Now the real question is, are you ready to commit? To order your Nutrex system, simply dial 801-255-6770, and we'll see you in Healthville. Now that we've gone over the basics of the Nutrex program, boy. Now that we've gone over the basics of the Nutrex program, the real question is, are you ready to... Now that we've gone over the basics of the Nutrex program, can you believe it? I can't even get by Nutrex. I've said it 1 billion times. Now that we've gone over the basics of the Nutrex program, I still can't get by Nutrex. Now that we've gone over the basics of the Nutrex program, the real question is, are you willing to commit? Your system...